Have you seen the Scentbird CEO? She does a podcast with her eyes closed to talk to spirits and said Hitler wasn't bad. What? The Scentbird CEO does this. Wait. I know Scentbird. Hold on a second. Yeah, wait, you're right. The Scentbird CEO claims to be a spiritual medium. Or, sorry, not a spiritual medium, a spiritual guru. The co-founder of the Netflix for Fragrance, Mariah Nuraslamova, has been moonlighting as a spiritual influencer. Comments on extraterrestrials, The Matrix, and Hitler have recently attracted negative attention. Your teeth are not randomly crooked, there is a spiritual meaning. Every little aspect of the tooth is a map, right? This sounds beautifully unhinged. Can I see some of these clips? What? Keep reading for $1. You got some absolute nerve, huh? Hold on. Where are some clips of the readings? Why is this so hard to find? I'm trying to find the clips. I don't know why this is so difficult to find. There's a ton of people talking about it, but not a single clip that I've found yet. Well, actually, no, like they put the clips in here.
Guys, look at me.
Let's see.
Because a month ago, I wouldn't have.
All right, here we go. Let's see. This is I can't find the clips anywhere else right now, so right now, completely reliant on the YouTubers here to bless me with this info. I want to see these readings.
The 5th version of the Matrix is actively being incubated, and according to Maria, it's showing really good signs and it's looking promising.
Now there is a new version of the Matrix that's being currently incubated. The 5th version of the Matrix.
Matrix 5?
That one is showing signs of really good promise, so...
Maria mentions having a direct...
Wait a minute, I need to go to our website. There's a Matrix 5 dropping? This is Maria. So this is where she does her readings. She is the CEO of Scentbird, which I think many of you have probably seen through YouTube sponsors. They were pretty big on influencer marketing, from what I recall. Here we go. I've broken into the 5th Matrix now. I think this has everything. How do I play sound? Oh, here it is.
Is not at all negative, but it is everything. So when you are inviting black into your body, you're not inviting demons, God forbid. You're not inviting evil into your body. You are inviting this moldable substance that contains all life inside, that contains all light inside, that contains the entire spectrum of everything.
Okay, so she's about to cast a hollow purple. I don't really care about that. Where did she do, like, the spiritual readings? Like, where she talks about Hitler and everything? I need to know about her curse technique. Is she a witch? I imagine she would like to think people... I believe she would like people to think she is. But no. Why... Where are these? I'm on her website and I still don't see anything. You can do private sessions or live events. Her next one is July 28th. Even private retreats.
I mean, I'm in the presence of an architect, of the Great Architects Council of Light, but sadly
that is big.
Isn't the case.
That is big.
Automatically crushed while listening to her guided meditation for an ultimate womb detox.
Whoa, an ultimate womb detox? Whoa, hey, hold on, I can use that. So that was a YouTube video. I can definitely find that. Let us all detox our wombs. Ah, here we go. She has a YouTube channel. She doesn't post these on TikTok, it doesn't seem. Alright, that's why it was so hard for me to find. I thought it was only TikToks.
Hello, my darlings, and welcome to Our Sacred Universe, a podcast where we meditate together.
I'm ready.
Today I wanted to offer you a womb healing practice.
Thank you.
Our womb space is where we deposit a lot of our hurt, a lot of our pain, a lot of our suffering. I know usually when we think of the womb, we only think of women, but a womb space, or if you will, our sacral space,
I
is
have
something
that.
Everyone has.
I have nipples,
so
Greg. Can you milk me?
You, gently enveloping you in peace and serenity.
I don't need that though. I need womb stuff.
In and out.
Imagine I just have a full body
Using the
orgasm
power
from
of
this.
your breath to ground and center yourself. Invite the healing vibrations of the universe. through your breath.
See, like, we skip a step. How do I invite the healing vibrations of the universe to fuck my womb or whatever? Like, what do I do? Like, how do I send out the distress signal? That's where these guided meditations always fall apart for me. Like, they make it sound like it's so easy that I can just call upon healing vibrations. Like, I'm not a shaman. Like, can you call it for me? Book a reservation. Yeah, what availability do the healing vibrations have in the universe? I imagine they're probably pretty booked up. I forgot. I didn't even check. Why are you detoxing your womb? It sounded helpful. If you're just tuning in, to give you context, this individual, Maria, is the CEO of Scentbird, which is actually a pretty big company, or at least it was. I don't know if it still is. And according to Chatter, the Scentbird CEO has found herself into some controversy because of this line of work, where apparently she was saying that Hitler wasn't bad through her spiritual guru sessions. And I'm trying to locate that, but I'm getting all like sidetracked here, going through these alternate branching paths in the visual novel. So I'm still looking for that, but it's such an interesting tangent. So here, I'll stop detoxing my womb. I think more than effective. Probably already finished that. A new era is upon us. Why your soul chose to be here and what the end times are all about.
Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to This is Maria. In this episode, we're talking about the ending of the cycle, the time that we find ourselves in right now, why this time is so special, why it is absolutely not random that you have shown up on planet Earth right now. What are we ending? What are we beginning? And I will share a few interesting facts and peculiarities, if you will, around how souls usually plan incarnations in the times that we live in. What determines how higher selves think about what is important, what experiences are pivotal as, they are going through an incarnation on Earth in this pivotal time.
All right, I'm already tuned out here. Where is the really wacky shit? The dark truth about coffee, it is a toxin that darkens your aura? What? Coffee is bad for your aura? Is it? Damn it. Captivating.
Hello, my darlings. Today we're talking about coffee, specifically coffee from the spiritual perspective. I will share what my...
Why? It's such an interesting thing. Like, we need to analyze coffee from a more spiritual perspective here. Why would you ever do that? Who cares?
Coffee is one of those products that darkens your auric field.
Okay.
It darkens your light bodies.
Naturally.
What does it mean? So essentially, when coffee gets into your physical body, it impacts more than your physical. It impacts your energy. Obviously, we know that. That's why a lot of us have coffees, because we want to pick me up. We want an energy spike.
Yeah,
but
it's a stimulant.
When coffee is giving us an energy spike, it also darkens our aura as it does. As it does so, as it works with our body. So it's almost like when coffee gets into your aura, it creates these little anchors or these little dots of itself. It's almost like it gives an energetic imprint into your body.
What?
And though that energetic imprint is kind of what causes an addiction, because it's going.
The energetic imprint is what causes an addiction, and it darkens our aura through that. How the fuck does it touch my aura? How in the world?
And I'm going to go very lofty, and then we're going to come down for a quick second. When our souls evolve, like at soul level, when you evolve, over time what ends up happening to your soul is you accumulate more and more light in your body. So you grow and expand, and you grow and expand by accumulating more light and kind of releasing darkness, if that makes sense. Over here,
it makes so much sense, actually.
Things in your life are dependent on how much light you can hold within your body, especially if you're on spiritual path. For people that are able to hold on a lot of light in their auric fields, their spiritual gifts open up,
Their abundance channels open up.
My
their
abundance
talents open
channels?
up. Essentially, like their higher selves come through, and then the body is considered clean. So your higher self is willing to inhabit more of your physical body.
What is happening?
And therefore, you will always have connected. You become a channel. So in other words, when you are in a spiritual path, when you are in a path of awakening, how much light you can hold in your etheric body, in your light bodies, if you will.
That's a lot to process. She's blowing the lid wide open on what it means to be alive. Okay, let's just... coffee's bad. That's what I took away from that. Now I know. C-section babies have to hear this message? Just C-section babies? Your higher self gave you this name for a reason. I mean, it's my dad's name. Is that the reason my higher self gave it to me? These are so interesting. I'm never going to find the video where she's apparently talking about Hitler. I'm just going to keep going down these wacky fucking titles. Why did my higher self name me Charles?
Hello, my darlings.
I feel like it's because it's my dad's name.
This is Maria. The topic for today, Maria.com. All right, the mystery of the name. This is kind of a fun topic.
It's not a mystery.
That is
It's
what
just
we're
not a
diving
mystery
into.
for like most people.
I don't think it would be a surprise for those of you that have listened or have been listening to me
Is
for a
membership
while
crazy? The tier 1
that
no.
names are not random. In fact, nothing is. Your higher self goes to great length to plan everything around your upcoming incarnation.
Is you so mellow?
And that planning is quite meticulous. So your higher self is very particular around which parents it wants to be born to, what country, what city, etc., etc., the level of income of your parents, what traumas they have, etc. So everything is done.
Oh, I meant to look into that, blah, blah. I haven't
accordance
checked it
with
out yet,
the
though.
vibrational
With those
law,
new
the law
rules.
of resonance, right? So there connects you to certain aspects of universal flow, universal energy, if you will.
Huh?
And because you're so attached in a good way to your name, you have a claim over those energies.
Okay, I claim all of the energies of C-H-A-R-L-E and S. No one else can have them. That's my domain now, and I'm kicking everyone else out. I have become your tyrant. Unleash the magic of your birthday. Rituals and practices that will make it extra special. Rituals, huh? Am I going to summon the dead? Eliminate pain and heal a specific organ or part of your body. Teaching you how to use the Force. Are you a star seed? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna be fucking stun locked on this all night. Where is the one where she talks about Hitler? Can you just go ahead and skip to the final season here? She has something about masturbation. Well, that darkens your aura. I already know that. I'm familiar with the aura spiritual channels of the universe. Or the masturbation spiritual channels of the universe, pardon me. I'm just going to type in, see if I can find it. Not the masturbation. Actually, the masturbation too. Fuck it, let me see. One thing that did come up, though, is called the Karma of Atlantis. It's time to release it. Here's how you can do it right now. Like, raise Atlantis myself? I can do that? I'm far more powerful than I thought.
Our bodies choose to miscarry children.
Oh.
It's not an accident that happens. It's a choice. If people were to align with their life purpose, we would see a lot less cancer on planet Earth. You could heal yourself from any disease. I don't care if it's cancer. I don't care if it's AIDS. It could be whatever. But you could heal yourself in the span of under 7 days.
We're going to talk about the spiritual reasons for being overweight.
Like Hitler, who's one of the poster children for like being an evil person. Do you know how many millions of souls benefited from learning from the experience that he has created? So is he evil? Not really. I don't think so.
Wow, Maria. Those spiritual sessions are sending you down the loony path.
The heart is one of those energies that if your heart is activated internally, you can heal your whole body in a matter.
I will say, if your heart isn't activated, you're probably not watching this video in the first place. You are dead. Most likely. Bearing some, like, very fringe cases. Who knew? It's like breathing techniques from Demon Slayer, but for your heart. It can do anything.
For as long as, humanity is going to be gifted a war, and the reaction to the war is not going to be the correct reaction, we're not going to get the hearts of humanity to open. Right now we're living through...
What the fuck does it... What war? What happened? It's just like a bunch of gobbledygook. It's like there's nothing that binds these statements together. It's just like a random assortment of words that have no real meaning. This is the problem when I'm looking through pages like this. I get so distracted by so many cool titles. She has one here called Babies Control How Long Their Birth Is. Like, this is unhinged. Wait, what? The baby doesn't want to tap into its masculine energies, so it doesn't want to be birthed? What the fuck? The baby comes out like scoops of, like, creatine. What in the world? Shit's not even born in amniotic fluid. It's just like a bunch of, like, trin. What is this? What is she talking about? This isn't even spiritual. I found the video. Look it up. It's called This Is Maria Q&A. Oh, huge. Thank you. That's for her Hitler statements. Her stance on Hitler. How does God perceive time? Does God have a shadow side? And other questions answered. This one? Oh, yeah. Here we go.
In other words, being murdered by someone and murdering somebody from a perspective of the higher self.
That's a horrible take, Anonymous.
Could be considered all good, right? Depending on the intention. So your higher self may choose to come as a victim, as the mother of the victim, as the father of the victim.
Why?
As the teacher of the victim.
Why would it want to... So, based on what I've gathered, very limited exposure to her spiritual guru benevolence, it seems like she believes you are the product of your higher self wanting to be experimental. So when something bad happens, it's because your higher self is trying to learn about it. So here, she's using murder as an example. So if you are someone who gets murdered or associated with the victim of a murder, it's because your higher self wanted to be in that position. It was all predestined because your higher self wanted to be present for it, to learn about it. Which is the dumbest idea ever. That's actually the stupidest fucking idea.
And by the way, like, look at Hitler. He's one of the poster children for, like, being an evil person. Do you know how many millions of souls benefited from learning from the experience that he has created? So
the
here,
world serpent has awakened.
You know,
like tier 1
look
hell
at
and Goldie.
A character like him and be like, oh, he's completely evil. And upstairs, his experience was one of the greater, sources of knowledge of 3D planet Earth warfare.
3D planet Earth warfare.
And that is benefiting so many different souls.
This is a very interesting take, Maria. So, there's a lot to unpack there, Maria. There's a lot to process. The healing vibrations of the universe have not been kind to her frontal lobe. Wow, that's interesting. That's very interesting.
Evolutionary path, so is he evil? Not really. I don't think so.
So interesting. So just it means that some higher selves choose to take this path, and it seems like it's maybe a bit less desirable than other ones because we don't have that many murderers and mass murderers especially, right? But they still choose to do so for their own development. Like,
well, do you want me to give you an even better example?
Yeah.
That was an incredible example,
Maria. Do you think
Maria.
playing World of Warcraft is evil because you're killing things?
Like in a computer game,
yeah.
People don't think it's evil, yes.
I know. Same logic. It's a computer game from a higher self level. Like, fine, like, I don't know. Any of those
Same logic. Yeah, killing goblins in World of Warcraft is the same as Hitler for the Holocaust. You hypocrites. What an interesting character she is. Her higher self has very much done her a great justice. Her enlightenment is astounding. She's trolling. I don't know, she has a whole career based out of this, and apparently you can even pay for these sessions privately. But her main hustle is Scentbird, which, again, is a pretty popular product, or at least it was for a little while. She's the CEO of it. Or at least was.